Sup shooters, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to an SP live streams today for SP paid reviews, $5 song reviews number 32. We're here. We made it. Hopefully you guys are doing all good. It is a Tuesday in New Zealand at the moment. Tuesday the 24th of September, so if you're in the 23rd, I'm in the future and things haven't completely become annihilated yet. If we switch over to here, we've got fish. And this is how we usually start our live streams. We have the fish, and I clean up some rubbish. And that's usually a good way to pass the time. Hopefully you all had a nice weekend. Apparently my GPU is not overheating itself to death at the moment, which is great. I've had that a few times in the last week or two, so that hasn't always been fun. But we've got that here, which is awesome. Now, what do we want to talk about? I think the first thing I want to talk about is, just before we get into it, I am going to be putting a hard limit on the length of these live streams because I really need these to end at like the 2-hour point. I just feel like I don't have as much energy and they might not be as good near the end of the live stream, like past that 2-hour mark. So yeah, it'd be greatly appreciated, I think, if we just keep it the 2 hours. We can still get a lot of tracks reviewed. It's just making sure we stick to that 2-hour point there. I think that'll just keep things nice and sort of balanced. So I'll be being more cognizant of when we're probably going to get to that point, like song review-wise, and allowing for that. And it just means that if you've been coming to the live streams a bit later on, assuming we go over time, we might want to come a bit earlier, just so that we can get our tracks, handled. But that's all good. I also want to talk about Patreon very quickly. I've been aware that for a while I've probably needed to do more with it. And something I'm considering at the moment is I've been thinking of doing like little kind of, how do I describe it? Sup in1, welcome to the live stream, hopefully you're well. I've been thinking for a while of doing like videos where I like Google musicians and I try and learn more about them. And it's kind of like a summation of the information about that person. Because when I started reviewing a lot of these musicians that you all have sent through, I knew nothing about them, and I feel like it would have been good if I had access to a video. They're to be fair, they're probably videos like that, but either way, I would like to make those kind of videos. I think it'd be kind of interesting just to do edited videos, short form ones, not big long ones, but just ones where, if you want to, you can check them out and you can learn about the musician. And also, it might also give people an idea of different viewpoints and perspectives on the musician as well. Because if you go through like a whole first page of Google on someone, you can get a lot of different bits and bobs of information about them, and it can just be cool to know more. I might learn new stuff. Basically, it's mutually beneficial, I feel. Other people might benefit from it. I feel like I would personally benefit from doing that. And the way it relates to Patreon is that I kind of want to do it as a thing where the patrons get to choose the musicians that we look at as well. At the very least, if I do run ads on the videos, I won't be advertised, but they won't be ads run on the Patreon ones, for obvious reasons. So there would also potentially be subtitles through DaVinci, which are more accurate than the Google translations, but we'll see how we go. Either way, I feel like that could be a thing that might be worth looking into. So that's definitively something I'd be keen to have a go at, and we'll do a trial one maybe this weekend. Do a video on a musician, see how things are, see how people feel about the videos, because they might be shit. Who knows? People might be like, this isn't good. But also, I feel like that's kind of the epitome of YouTube, right? It's trying something to see if it works, and either it does or it doesn't, but you're trying to make something anyways. So we'll see how that goes. Either way, that's kind of the updates on the channel. For now, we have music news. Music news. What music news do we have today? Journey singer Arnel Pineda invites fans to vote him out of the band after Rock in Rio criticism. Doesn't seem like a particularly intelligent decision, but you know, it's great that they're allowing a vote on it and not taking it too personally, I suppose. I'm not sure. King's having a kid. Pokey Monster cancels a tour and postpones album release due to extremely urgent. That's okay. Chappelle Rowan reflects on amazing and hard past year on Midwest Princess anniversary. Lady Gaga shares more cryptic messages. Nick Cannon and Wild and Out fans raise $25K for Witch Homie Kwan's family. And Elton John heaps praise upon Fontaine's DC, the best band out there right now. Cool. Music news. Young Dolph, it suspects, admits to shooting rapper. Cornelia Smith testified on Monday that he took part in the killing of the Memphis rapper because of $40,000 payout. See, that's so like you'd basically take that with the assumption that you get away with it, right? I keep saying right at the end of sentences. It makes me feel quite frustrated. There's a student I work with that has said that a lot, and it's in my brain. And I think maybe because I'm trying to resist it, it's getting stuck in there more. But either way, it's chill. It's chill. Oh, good. All right, I think we've had ourselves a request anyways. We're gonna go check out the Ko-fi and see how things are at this point. Do we have a request? Music news. This is kind of, yeah, that's kind of better for you guys, but then you can't see it. You can't see that then, can you? Well, you can see that's on the screen. And that's still kind, you can probably assume that says music news. Doesn't look like an N. Anyways, let's have a look at requests. Ah, okay. So we have a request. A request from Aqua24. Thank you, Aqua. Thanks for the request. There we are. What is this from? Please review on Spotify. Okay, Aqua24, we shall review this track on Spotify. Cheers for that. Copy. And the cue is 1. Oakley dokley. Let's get Spotify loaded up and get into it. All right, let's go. Now, what is that title actually? If I copy that down here, what does that title mean? Oh, the song is called The Thornbirds in English. Thank you. Awesome. No worry. The Thornbirds. Let's go. There seems to be no sound. All right, let's figure this out. Properties. Hello? Yeah, what's going on there? That's very weird. Yeah, it isn't playing anything. What is happening with the audio? All right. Does YouTube do it? If I like play a YouTube video, Is it just Spotify that's being weird? Alright, we're gonna turn the ad blocker off because it gets weird. Right? No. No, it's being really weird. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. So for anyone's watching this, the reason I'm slightly perturbed is because I started the live stream, and what happened was I've just realized I've just been stupid again because I have to do this shit. That worked kind of well, but then it didn't because I've got to put this shit over. Come, oh, good. That's nice. I had to cancel it because OBS wasn't showing the audio from the live stream. Like I wasn't showing the audio from the music. So I don't know if Aqua is here right now, but I'm gonna have to do this simply because I need to. I should have, but actually, no, I shouldn't have. OBS should just work when I load it. This is the first time since I've had OBS that it's done this. I'm just gonna play the track. Yeah. See, it's showing audio now. So the audio works totally fine in OBS. It was just having a moment. So if you're watching this, we're going to be reviewing your $5 song requests. But it's just that, yeah, I'm a little bit salty about that, but it's okay. We will move beyond that. Right. Cool. Let's continue with this though. I mean, I'm not sure if Aqua's here, but yeah, we're going to review this track anyway so that they have it. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go. Let's do it. So this is Aqua. This is titled The Thornbirds, or rather, this is The Thornbirds from an act named FIR. Let's go. Birdies. Got the lyrics up here. Sweet. I mean, like, it's charming so far. There's a lot of different ideas there musically, but they all sync together and niche really well. It's great to come in with the lead guitars on the side as well. It's like a little bit, like that transition there is a little bit blunt, but still, like, I think it's well written. I mean, like, it's intricately textured. Got knives in there. So I've kind of been like thinking about how I review stuff recently, and this track from FIR titled "The Thornbirds." I'm not sure what the track's about because I don't understand the language. Thornbirds, the title itself is an interesting subject. I feel like if you understood the language, you'd rationally have a more intimate experience with it. The singer, great vocal technique, very comfortable in their range, effortlessly present in the mix. Really great, fantastic harmonies, but also comfortable on their own. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Some interesting melodic tails there. Range, intensity matches the surrounding instrumentation in a way that doesn't overpower it. They kind of is sort of like a horizontal relationship going there. Track itself for 4 minutes is got lots of interesting components within it. There are verses and choruses. There's like at least a verse bridge chorus that's repeated a couple of times. But then you also get like kind of an interlude kind of thing there going on later on. And again, the ideas are distinct. The bass lines, chord progressions, drum parts, etc. We're switching between 16th and 8th groove kind of halftime or normal time parts. Well, definitely halftime, I think. And then we sort of ramp things up with a bit of added urgency in later stages there. The instruments involved typically being, again, guitar, bass, drums, flutes, there was probably some synth keys in there as well, but like the strings were dominant, and there were a lot of the emotional weight behind it. They floated and flew on by and carried you, and you soared through the air with those birds. It kind of sounded like the strings were flying there. The flutes that we had were gorgeous sounding, and they added a sense of romanticism to it too, the niche alongside the strings really well. The guitars, they were heavy, really sort of like tight rhythm tone to the distortion, as well as the lead lines there. They were either being an alt foil to what was going on with the vocals, or they were typically sort of reinforcing that mid range. Did a great job of doing so, which was cool. The bass line at the bottom drove the root notes really well, and ultimately it's just a really tight instrumental performance with lots of ins and outs there. That we never stayed one concept for too long, which made the music exciting. And I feel like they put a lot of time and effort into trying to create a diverse, evolving experience for the listener that I'm sure, given their expertise, mirrored the intended effect of the story. Studio recording, mixing, and mastering was commercial grade. Vocals, guitar, strings, bass, everything. And the theme itself was meant to represent sort of a sense of vulnerability, but we sounded like we're trying to overcome something with the power behind the moving, how everything was kind of together in those chorus sections, and ultimately it was tremendously palatable. It was great use of stereo field as well, with the lead guitars on the right side and some bits, as well as some bits coming in and out there around the sides and like poking in the front. There were dynamic range that things on the same loudness the whole time. But that's my review of this track from an X named FIR titled The Thornbirds. Now that I've kind of sort of centered myself and gathered equilibrium, I'm not sure if we're going to have any other requests today. So I want to sort of like quickly talk about just in case you watch this video as opposed to the last one, or this live stream as opposed to the last one. At the start of the original live stream, I spoke about wanting to do like Sunday videos, sort of like checking out musicians that patrons decide on. And we're going to try and do that in future weekly videos. and they'll be like ad free on the Patreon as well as well. We'll just try it and see how they go. But I don't really have anything else to talk about. I feel like if we hadn't had the issue with OBS, this might have, well, it would have, again, logically have been a smoother stream because we wouldn't have needed to stop and start it, and there wouldn't have been 2 versions of it. But I'm considering hopping off because I'm not sure how things are going to go for the rest of it. I'm glad I came on, though, as it's reminded me that I need to be aware that sometimes OBS can just decide not to play the Windows audio, even though your actual system audio and what OBS has is linked. They're just not, and there's just been sort of some miscommunication in there somewhere or the other. But Aqua24, before we finish, thank you for your request. I do appreciate it. I'm sorry that things got mucked up, although you may not have been able to see it. I'm not sure how YouTube is with letting people know about live streams when people are live and stuff like that. But either way, it's fine. Yeah, I guess I'll just finish off the music news just because I never really got through that. Usually we try and do music news. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's so loud. Is that someone? No, it's all right. Hang on.
And we're back. The team is looking down the barrel.
Yeah. There's been a couple of live streams recently where there's been like issues and stuff like that. It's not a constant. It's just a today thing. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I mean, I'll reply to Jake and say, hey, man. Nah, but... Lol. Yeah, probably gonna end it early. We'll finish music news though. Finish music news. We went through that, right? We went through that stuff with this first page, right? Yeah. This is also just me keeping on track with stuff because I feel like I don't know a lot about the industry. Yeah, I mean, like it's just that. Hi, Jacob. By the way, welcome to the live stream. It's just as I'm sure you're aware, when there is an issue, it just affects like people finding it and stuff like that. But I am here. Hopefully, you're doing well. I did. Because that's the thing, there was a nice intro to the previous one, and this one I was grumpy at the start. No, that's what it is. Oh, so this is why this is not music news. This is not music news. Why was Walmart selling white nationalist t-shirts? That is not music news. That is rage bait. You stop that. You stop that, Rolling Stone. It's because it gets clicks, right? Kodak Black, yeah, I'm not even gonna read that. To be clear, I'm not pro-Trump. It's just I'm very tired of hearing about it. But I suppose, ironically, it needs to be said more because people need to not forget about it because it's so easy to get inundated with so much information that you forget it. Malcolm Moore. I mean, this is about Sabrina. Okay, so let's talk about the music news. This is a music musician talking about politics. This is someone calling Christina Aguilera mom. This is someone sharing a powerful pro-Palestine sequel song. To be fair, it's musical related. This is Sundara Karma announcing their split. So that's fair. That's directly music related. And to be fair, so is this Palestine protest, pro-Palestine song. That's musical. That's inherently musical. And it's not like I'm a prude who thinks that music shouldn't be political. People are allowed to. That's punk, right? As well as a lot of other genres. Watch David Gilmour play Pink Floyd Flavors for the first time in years and debut new songs as he kicks off UK tour in Brighton. Could Download Festival be teasing Green Day as their 2025 headliner? Probably. Probably. Chappelle Rowan's on why she no longer feels pressure to officially endorse. No. It's rage bait. It's just bait to get you, man. I mean, like, it's valid to hear their opinions on it, but you know that 50% of people are going to be angry reading that. Or at least like a third of people. Maida Vale Studios announced plans for a remake by Hans Zimmer Group. That's cool. Hans Zimmer get involved would probably be positive. Mick Jagger so sad to learn of death. Okay. That makes sense. I'm glad. I know this sounds terrible, but I'm glad that they're sad about it. That is typically a thing to be sad about. And the Kylie Minogue Tension Tour, check out Lover 2012. That's cool. Kylie Minogue doing stuff. That's great. Is there anything else to talk about? Any other music news on Pitchfork? Chicano, Batman's going to indefinite hiatus after final 2024 concerts. Beverly Glenn Copeland says he's been diagnosed with dementia. Okay. Weird Al Yankovic announced bigger and weirder 2025 tour. That's cool. Nope. I have turned off the blocked ads thing, by the way. I have turned off the ad blocker. Because YouTube does get crappy with that, so I've stopped doing that. So I do allow ads. DJ Ko shares new song. Yep, Sasami. Bad Bunny shares new song. So basically, people are putting out songs, and more people are putting out songs. And Metallica touring. That's cool. So it's great to see there'll be more world tours. That's really cool. Yeah. No, I'm gonna close it for today. Because I feel like I've done the music news, and I understand inherently that if you split a live stream in two, it just confuses things. Thank you to all of you. I have closed the Ko-Fi queue, by the way. Thank you to all of you who did come to check out these live streams today. I will be back tomorrow. Because I'm trying to do more of these. A final reminder, though, that if you are a patron and you are wanting me to check out a musician, I'm going to be looking into making videos of 4 of those musicians. So if there is someone you think that I would like learning more about, or that you would like to talk about or have a video about, please let me know. That would be great. But I'm going to go and work on my album, because that has been eating me alive for the last few days, and I feel like that would be a good thing to do now. So I'll catch you tomorrow at the live stream. We'll try again tomorrow. Spiderhands out. 3, 2, 1, boop.